Hi, this is gonna be the vlog today. It's Sunday. I've had a pretty chill day, and I actually was doing a bunch of housework and just tidying and things like that, and I actually just got out of the shower. I'm like sweating right here. I don't know why. Anyways, so it's about 7 o'clock, but I figured I would say hello to the camera because I haven't really been doing anything interesting. I did a bunch of laundry and gathered a bunch of washi packages because I had said maybe a vlog or two ago, maybe last vlog, I can't remember, that I am going to be doing some giveaways probably towards the end of the month. And this has a bunch of washi samples in it. Like, this is huge. And I have quite a few packages like this. So I watched Queer Eye and did this for quite a while today, a few hours. So anyways, yeah, so that's kind of what's been going on. But I wanted to answer your questions from the first day of VLUNE. So I asked you guys what you wanted to know about a Shiba Inu or DOYLE. So let's answer some of those questions today. So let's start out with the questions that are actually on YouTube. Okay, we don't need to listen to the ad. All right, so I just paused it. Let's see. Okay, so let's start at the very beginning, and we'll go from there. Doyle is in the room, but he is on the floor. Hopefully by the end of the video I can get him up in my lap, but he does not like that, so we'll see. Doyle dog question number 1. What is the most difficult personality trait of Doyle dog's breed in your opinion? Okay, so Doyle is a Shiba Inu. Shiba Inu is a Japanese dog, and a lot of people don't really know what a Shiba Inu is, but I always say, well, do you know what an Akita is? And most people know what an Akita is. An Akita is the largest breed of him. So there is the Shiba Inu, I think it's the Shikoku, and then the Akita, if I'm right. I can't remember what the middle one is. I thought it was a Shikoku. Anyways, so they're the same, but they're just different sizes. So Doyle is a Shiba Inu, so he is the smallest one. And Doyle is actually very, very small for a Shiba Inu. He's only about, like, he ranges anywhere from like 16 to 18 pounds. It just kind of depends on like how much he's eaten that day when we take him, or like when I take him to the vet. Most Shibas are in like the 22-pound range and up to about 30, 28, 30, somewhere in there. He's just smaller. He's just fine for his body frame, so he's not underweight or anything like that, so he's just a little smaller. And also he is 12 and a half years old. He'll be 13 in January. So, and I've had him since he was a puppy. I'm trying to like think of all the things. Okay, I'm gonna keep moving on with the questions, and I'm sure other things will come up. So anyway, this is just a vlog. This is not like, I mean, it's kind of informative, but you know, whatever. So what's the most difficult personality traits of Doyle dog's breed in your opinion? Personality traits, that's kind of a loaded question if you ask me. Oh, so all Shiba's personalities really do differ. They tend to be more cat-like, a little bit more aloof, very loyal to their owners. However, they're very independent, kind of like a cat. I think a difficult thing for people that haven't done their research is that they look like cuddly little teddy bears and they want to cuddle with them, and most Shibas are not cuddly creatures. I can tell you, like, I've had Doyle since he was 9 weeks old, and only in the last maybe like 3 or 4 years has he wanted to cuddle. Like, his version of cuddling is sleeping next to me in his little cinnamon bun roll, but not like spoon with me, kind of. Like, he just puts his like back towards whatever part of my body, like when we're sleeping, or like if we're on the couch or something. So yeah, like he's not a cuddly guy, and it's, I think, hard for some people that think like, oh, this is like a little small dog, it's gonna be a lap dog. It's usually not. So you're gonna have to be okay with that. So some other personality traits that are a little bit difficult are just, you know, him being very independent and being very like headstrong. It's kind of like, you know, having a bratty little teenager sometimes. He doesn't always want to listen. What I didn't do, which I do advise to do right away, is to put them in like a puppy training class. I did end up doing a dog training class later in his life, so he was maybe about, I don't know, 5 or 6, I think, at the time, and that really, really helped. We learned some really good commands, and we still use them to this day. So I had a great time in that class, and it was really fun. So yeah, I would say those are the top couple ones, just like personality. So let's move on to the next question. I'm sure more things will come up. Ooh, it says, which end of the obedience spectrum does Doyle fall into? German Shepherd or Chihuahua? More towards the Chihuahua, but he's very good at home. But if you take him somewhere else, he really likes his routine and he really likes his own space. That's what he really likes. So not the best outside of the home, but inside of the home, he's maybe like right in the middle, maybe. All right, next question is, how is he with cats? Funnily enough, he really likes cats. I've had him with a few cats of friends of mine and things like that in the past, and he actually doesn't mind them at all. He just doesn't like other dogs. I think it's an energy thing where most cats are a little bit more aloof and kind of just, you know, try to figure you out, and most dogs are just like in your face right away, and he does not like that. So he really, really likes cats. I know of people that have other Shibas that have other dogs as well, but you know, they've been introduced as puppies, or they, you know, got several dogs kind of all around the same time, so like they don't know any different. So anyway, let's see here. Oh, and then, oh, is his fur spiky or soft? So right down his spine, it's a little bit like spikier, but not rough at all. And then the rest of him is just very like downy soft. Let's see here. Let's see. Okay, so some Doyle questions from Noreen. Hi, Noreen. It says, is he aloof or friendly with strangers? He really, really likes people. Just really, really likes people. If we're on a walk, he wants to go and say hi to people. But if they're with another dog, he doesn't want to say hi, he just ignores. If somebody comes over, he's very excited to see them. He checks them out, he, you know, gets the pets. And then after a little while, he'll just go upstairs and like go lay down or like go sit on the couch or something. So he really, really likes people. And does he ever bark? Yeah, he barks if somebody either rings the doorbell or knocks on the door, or if I ask him to. Like, he can do like the command of what's the puppy say, and then he says it. And then easy or difficult to train, I don't know, I feel like that's like on a spectrum. So I feel like he would have been easier to train if I would have followed my instinct and actually taken him to some puppy classes right away as soon as I got him. He might have been a little bit easier to train, but in all of the SHIBA research and everything that's on the Google machine, it does say that this is a very difficult, not difficult, but more difficult in the spectrum of dog training, dog to train what to do. So yeah. Okay, next question. Have you ever traveled with him? And then how is he about traveling? So the only traveling I've ever done with him have been like road trips. So as many of you know, I used to live in Fargo, North Dakota, which is when I started my channel, was when I lived in Fargo. And I'm originally from Minneapolis. I'm now back in the Minneapolis area, but when I lived in Fargo, I would come back to the Minneapolis area for, you know, weddings, baby showers, bridal showers, just to hang out for the weekend, like different events in the cities, concerts, things like that. So I would bring him back with me a lot. So he's pretty okay in the car. Sometimes he gets a little because he thinks he's going to the VET, but yeah, so he's pretty all right. And you know, I try to give off a relaxed, positive vibe energy, and I think that kind of actually helps in a way. So yeah, he's all right with traveling. I've never traveled with him on a plane or anything like that, so I don't know. It says, hi Emily, Doyle is such a cutie. Oh, well, thanks. What kind of person and lifestyle do you think would be best fitting for a Shiba Inu? And she says, I think it's a woman, I don't know. It says plans with Q. It says someone that's more active, doesn't work long hours. Thank you. Okay, so I would say like Doyle has like a very small body. So he's not like a German Shepherd or some other very large dog that needs a huge yard and needs to run for hours to get all their energy out. I mean, and also Doyle's like 12 and a half, so he's a little older now and he really doesn't need that much exercise, if you will. He loves walks, so we do walk quite a bit. We go on at least one long walk a day regardless, and he really enjoys those. But you know, I think it would be best suited for really anybody. Clearly if you work like 12-hour days and you have a puppy, that's probably not the best. I don't think that I could have a puppy at this point. Like, this is gonna be bad to say, but like if Doyle was gone I don't think I could get a puppy because I work an hour away each way, and I work for anywhere from 8 to 10 hours, and I wouldn't be able to do that to a puppy dog. I just wouldn't be able to. So yeah, I think when they're puppies it's a little bit more difficult. When he was a puppy, I was actually living with a boyfriend at the time, and he and I kind of had different schedules. So he was up really early in the morning and like left the house by 4 to get to work by 5, and was back about like 1, 2 o'clock in the afternoon, like and then I worked more of a normal schedule, more of like a 9 to 5, 9 to 6. So he would leave and then let the dog out to go to the bathroom when he was a puppy, and then I would get ready for work and then do another like let the dog out before I would go, and then, you know, the dog only had a few hours before then he would be home. So it actually like worked out really well for that. But you know, if you have a roommate or someone else that can like kind of help you with that, if they're a puppy, that'd be great. So I think really anybody, I mean, I've had them in apartments, and apartments are great. I'm currently living in a townhome, and you know, it's got just as much square footage as a regular house. I've had them in a couple standalone homes as well. So I don't know, I think anything's good. How much does Doyle dog weigh, and does he like to take longer, couple miles or so walks? So yeah, I did his weight already, so anywhere from like 16 to 18 pounds, just kind of depending. And then does he like to take longer walks? Really depends on the weather, to be honest. He loves long walks. Usually I take him around the block, but like our blocks in my neighborhood are like quite massive. So I usually take him around at least once, and then every once in a while we will go on a longer walk if it's like a little bit cooler outside and it's not so like hot and blaring with the sun, and he doesn't want to be out there either when it's like that. So yeah, he likes to do that. Someone says, I've had a cat and I've been considering getting a dog. I like that Shibas tend to be independent. Does he get along with cats? Yes, he does. All right, so those are all the questions that I have on YouTube. I don't know if I asked on Instagram, but let me see. This person wants to know all of it, from how you found Doyle to bringing him home, how you got his name, how you both have grown together, and all that good stuff. Okay, cool. So how I found Doyle. Doyle was born January 19th of 2007? 2007? Yeah, 2007. That's right, right? Oh my gosh, I'm totally losing it. Yeah, 2007. So this was like kind of pre lots of things on the Facebook, if you will. So I actually found him online from a breeder in southwestern Minnesota, and I did as much research as I could. There really wasn't a lot of information online about the breeder, and the gal that was the breeder like actually owned like a cattle farm and bred Shih Tzus and Shiba Inus as well. So anyway, I like read her reviews on her like website, forum, site, and I don't even know what it is anymore. But that's how I found him. And then we corresponded back and forth, and she asked me a lot of questions about Shibas and all of that stuff. So anyway, then we went to go pick him up 9 weeks later. Let's see. So how we brought him home, how we got his name. Okay, this is a funny story. So I really wanted to name Doyle Marvin, and my boyfriend at the time did not like that name at all. And this was a breed that I really wanted. My boyfriend at the time could have really cared less what kind of dog we had. He didn't, whatever. He was just like, I want a dog. Anyway, so I was like, I really want a Shiba Inu. I always wanted to have a Shiba Inu. My dad is allergic to Shiba Inus or any dog, whatever. So I've never had an animal. Like, I've had fish, but like, I don't know, that doesn't really count. He and I were kind of debating about the name because I had already contacted Michelle. She was the breeder that I got Doyle from, and we knew that we were gonna be picking him up in a few weeks. And so the boyfriend at the time really, really liked watching the World Series of Poker on like, I don't know, I think it was like ESPN2. Anyways, I could care less about poker, clearly. And there was a guy on the World Series of Poker a lot, and his name is Doyle Brunson. And we were watching it one day, and I was like, what about Doyle? Because I love old people names. Like, I love old lady names and old man names, and Doyle was clearly a boy. So I was like, oh, I really want the name Marvin. And he's like, I don't know if I like that. And then I suggested Doyle, and he said, yes, I like that name, Doyle. That's awesome. So That's how he got his name, is from Doyle Brunson, the poker player. And I don't know anything about Doyle Brunson, but I thought it was a cool name. And then let's see here, what else did she ask? How we both have grown together. Yeah, like Doyle and I have been through some crap together. You know, I've been in and out of relationships with Doyle. Doyle has had many different dads at times. Yeah, we've moved a lot together. I've changed jobs a lot. But you know, Doyle's always there. He's always just chilling and hanging out with me. So yeah, he doesn't change, and he's always there to bug me. Yep, that's what happens. And this person asked, would you get another dog when Doyle's time has come? I kind of addressed that earlier. I don't know. I would still love to get a dog, like as a puppy, like I did with Doyle, but I just feel like that's not fair to a dog at this point in my life. I mean, I don't know what the future has to offer for me of like work schedules and things like that. I mean, I can work from home, but that's kind of a once in a while kind of a thing. It's not like a daily thing. I can't do it every day. I don't know. Maybe. I just don't know. I don't know. And I'm not sure if I would get a Shiba again. I mean, I really love Shibas, but I might get another breed. I don't know. I have no idea. But I would be open to the possibility of getting another dog. I'd also be open to the possibility of getting an adult dog as well. So if I got an adult dog, I probably wouldn't be looking for a Shiba at that point. So anyway, all right, let's go to the Book of Faces, as I like to call it. Okay, so there's a couple more questions and then we'll end this thing. Sarah asks, is he as soft as he looks? Sometimes. He actually just got a bath a couple weeks ago, so yes, he's very soft right now. So yeah, he's a soft little pillowy boy. And then my friend Kristen, that actually has 2 Shibas, wants to know what it's like being awesome. I don't know what it's like being awesome because I'm not Doyle, but I'm sure it's very satisfying. So I guess we'll end the video there. Let me see if I can grab the Doyle dog and get him up in the frame here. So give me just a second. All right, so here's the pooper dog. Hey, Baba. Hi. Okay. So here's Doyle. So we're gonna end the video here. I hope you guys enjoyed like some more information about Shiba Inus. If you have any other questions, feel free to post them down below and I will answer them for you. So yeah, this is little baby Doyle. He's a little muffin. He's a very food motivated individual. All right, so thank you guys so much for watching this episode of VLUNE. Feel free to come back tomorrow and see the next episode. We will not be doing a Doyle dog Shiba Inu Q&A, but I'll be taking you around to see like my crazy life. So if you like the video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. Feel free to subscribe. And if you want to see more Doyle dog, I do post quite a bit on my Instagram. So my Instagram is right down below if y'all want to see more pictures of Doyle once in a while. It's usually him doing something cute or sleeping. It's usually what it is. So anyway, thank you guys so much for watching and we'll see you in the next video. Bye guys. You gonna say goodbye? You gonna say goodbye? No? Here, say bye-bye. Say bye, guys. See you later.
Well, folks, it's time to kick it old school.